Okay, so as of now, we have seen like only one point, that is XML publisher, report development and registration, correct? This is a point we have seen. Now next is here. Second one, you can see here, multi-layout, defaulting template. Okay, this is the point we'll see. Multi-layout means here like there is a already report will be available. We can add one more template for that. And go to XML publisher here, templates. Yesterday we have created one template, same only will take, so that you can easily recall that. This is a template. Click on this. This report will give you rejected requisitions, right? Or rejected POs. PO is a module, right? Rejected requisitions. So if you click on this, it will give you only one template it is. Now I'm going to add another template based on the same data definition. Data definition is same. You can go to templates, create template. Usually there is a copy option also available. To search this, there is an option here. Not working properly, just click on that particular LOV and then click on go. So there is a duplicate option. It may not work sometimes based on the privileges it is. So I don't think so it will work today. Now let's see. Internal error kind of error you will get. Like in the office, you may not get this. System administrator or DBS will take care about this. So what we'll do, like just go back. We have to do manually. So usually you can use this feature in the office if you want to maintain one more template. So right now we don't have a choice. It is giving error. Click on template and create template. Data definition is same here. This is a data definition. And code is, let's say I'm giving as at the end too, just for identification. Application name is purchasing. And default output type, you can take PDF or any other, whatever they ask. Then file name here. This on language English. Territory optional, if you want, you can give, or else you can ignore this. See, there is no star mark here. All the star marks are mandatory. So this is not mandatory. It doesn't have star mark on top of it here, and this is also not required. And then click on apply. If you want, if you have a time, then you can give here the states or territory, then click on apply. So right now, if you click on this template, it has two templates here. Report is single, but it has two templates here. See, one is this one, another one is this. One report may have multiple templates here, but the requirement here is we need to maintain here. The template must be a defaulting template. This is the requirement it is. Okay. We can go to application here. One second, I'm not sure. Oh, it's okay. I think problem with the browser. Now, if we go to purchasing responsibility, so here is a place out of two templates, one must be populated as a defaulting one. So it is taking now second layout, right? But we have two layouts. If you click on options here, there are two templates here. So two templates are there. In XML publisher, whatever you uploaded the templates, that will appear over here. But out of it, I wanted to populate always the first one here as a default one here, like this. But every time they cannot click on options, I mean to say users. So they need to select this and then click on OK. These are all time waste for them, because if they need to submit 10 times they need to click on options, template. These are all difficult for the users. So what you have to do, you can set up that into a responsibility. Go to system administration. So we have two responsibilities. This you already use this multiple times. You are familiar with this, but this one is now you can go to system administration, then concurrent programs. We can give your program name or application name, like whatever the short name. Short name we have given, right? The same thing. This file name. A short name is equivalent to data definition code it is. Click on go. Now you can see, click on update here. There is a on-site setting tab here. This is a tab it is, on-site setting. So in this on-site setting tab, we have to prioritize the template here. So whatever the templates are there in XML publisher, it will appear over here all. So I am selecting here the first one. Okay. And then click on apply. Changes save, then okay. So if you get this error, you ignore it because we already applied it. So this is not related to us. If you go and submit that, you can see it is picking automatically. Out of two templates, it is picking. Correct. So unlike this, if you want to populate the second layout, the same story again. Again, you need to go to responsibility, system administration, not administrator. Remember, in administrator, you will not be able to see that. You have to go to system administration, concurrent programs, then give your short name, click on go. Then after that, update, Then next is on-site setting. Then you have to change this. That's it. Close the window. Now go back to your responsibility wherever you attached your program. Now you can see that it's picking, right? So that is called as a defaulting template. It is okay. So multi-layout we already seen, and out of it defaulting template is also done. So next is layout errors. Okay. If something goes wrong in the layout, let's say we already have a layout here, this layout. So this layout syntax, for example, for each is there. I'm just removing H here. So syntactically it is wrong. Okay. Then save. This wrong one we are going to upload into XML publisher administrator. Go to XML, then templates. Data definition is already registered. We have to go to templates. Click on data definition. Select the proper one here. The second one I am going to modify. This Rtf is already there, but I would like to update here. It's already there. I'm going to replace with a new file, new modified file. Apply. The file name which is having a syntax issue right now. So what type of the issue it will give, that we have to see now. Go to purchasing, because your report is registered in purchasing responsibility. You may get warning here, like this, completed and warning. Okay, so if you click on view output, you will see only the tags. The same program, if you see here, like in the last class, same program, it is giving output now here, like this, correct? Now the same program today it's not working. It is giving only XML tags. Now the problem with layout it is. The problem with the Rtf it is rich text format output. So, but how can you make sure here, like it is not giving anything here, only giving XML tags. So to identify that, like what went wrong and all, you can go to system administrator, concurrent manager, administrator. Then there is a OPP here. So this is called as an output OPP. OPP short form is OPP. It is. Even if you want to search in Google also, like OPP is not working. So this is a short form. It is OPP. Click on processes and then manager log. You can see somewhere here. So in this manager log, the whole file, it's a very big file. It is. So you cannot search like that simply. Whatever the like template code or data definition code, if you click on find, you can see this. Okay, and date also you have to see. Date. Under this, you can see there is a cost by section here. Cost by. Can you see here? There is an error. Can you read what went wrong? You can easily tell now. So it is clearly giving namespace prefix for each is used but not declared. That means whatever the syntax which you have used, it is not able to recognize this. Okay. So it is clearly caused by section giving an issue. There are so many caused by here. Other programs. You can just check. See, this caused by is for one report, that is this one. The next, like that. There are two caused by you have seen, is it? Remove that. Correct. Only two reports are there at this moment. 2 reports. But in the organization, like there may be 30-40 times submitted, and all the 30-40 times history you can see in this. Okay, this is called as an OPP. It is layout model errors. How we can handle is by using OPP. So sometimes they will not give you this particular responsibility. Let's say your project is stabilized project and they have not given this sysadmin access at all. So if there is no sysadmin access, then we have only one alternative, that is Toad. We have to depend on the Toad only. So for this, there are 2 tables we have to figure it out. Depending concurrent requests is a table. Request ID. So your request ID is already submitted here. So which program is having an issue? That request ID we have to take. So each and every time this request ID is generating, that's a unique number. In this, there is a processor ID. Somewhere here you can see. Correct? This one, Oracle processor ID. And there is one more table, that is FND conc PP actions, post processor. PP means post processor actions. Here also request ID is there, right? Check, is there any log information? These are all, you can easily tell, right? This is in English, this territory, correct? And this is an RTF type. Action type is 6 we have to take. So on this, like there is out file name or log file name. There is another table is there. Let me see. I forgot actually. I took FND concurrent requests, is it? So this is a processor set is. Okay. You take this query, straight away you can fire this. So instead of concurrent request, FND concurrent processes. This table I forgot actually. Okay. Requested is not there. I already copied a query here. Just check. So this table we already used it here, and action type is 6. Why action type is 6 here is for output processor. This action type is 6 only we have to take. 6 it is there. So this our code is required. Okay, and then take this request ID. It will give you the path here. This is the path. You need to go to this particular path and download this FND OPP 065 file. So that file is whatever you are seeing here. The same thing, it will be stored into a file physically. So this file we have to check the file where it is located. Then after that, we need to download it. So how to connect to FTP here is there is a file transfer protocol that is WinSAP. It is WinSAP, and then you just see the path. Aura AS, Oracle Application Server, Oracle. Application server, where can you see here is, just go back here. You can see Aura AS. There are two servers here. One is application server, other one is database server, DB server. So application server, Oracle, Vision. Just go to proper path here. FSNE. Okay. As of now, you have used only FS1 for registration, correct? XML report registration and all. Right now it is FSNE. It is FSNE. Then INST, VIS. Then after that, logs and app. Then there is concurrent log. That's it. There are so many log files are there. It may take time to open. The join condition, remember, it's not a straight join here. Processor ID is equivalent to concurrent process ID it is. Okay. Show you. So simply you need to open the file here. FND OPP 279065 it is. This file we have to open. Okay. So there are n number of files. That's why it is taking time here. So meantime, I'll go with other point. Can you tell me if you remember the tables? The tables are here is FND, processes. Yeah, request table is not there actually. Then one more is FND, conc, PP. Do you remember the join here? This one, this is the join. Processor ID is equivalent to concurrent process ID. Okay. So are you clear with this? How to handle the layout errors is, we can handle the layout errors by using OP. So navigation, can you tell me where to go? Concurrent, manager, administrator, then processors, then manager. That's it. Okay. So mostly we'll have the system admin because you are a developer, but in some stabilized projects and all, they will not give you sysadmin access. And in that case, this is the best way. Find out the path, connect to WinSAP, let it open. Later we'll see. Okay. Now next point here is running totals. Okay. You can, if you go to your payables, in P2P we have seen this already. Invoices entry, invoices, correct? What is the table name behind this? Header level and line level, distribution level. Any idea? Okay. Underscore not needed to mention, simply AP invoice solve. Okay. I know the query, I'm just typing it. Okay. Select from AP and join with this AP suppliers vendor ID. Right. I require your invoice number. Whatever I'm typing is very easy. Just simply go to help record history. You can go to record history, then AP invoices V. So I did multiple times. I just remember all those. If you don't remember, then no worries. Go here. You can go to script. Here is the place. Go to from class straight away. You can see this table. AP is all, and as well as whatever like PO vendors. They have for backward compatibility. They mentioned as a PO vendors, but behind this there is a AP suppliers only. So I'll show you right away. Script here. Can see AP suppliers it is, and the join between PV, okay, and then AI and PV. Any you can see somewhere here. A and PV is what it is, vendor ID. So from here only I picked all this, whatever I typed here. Are you okay? So you also prepare the query, okay? Instead of copy paste, prepare the query so that you can remember joins and all. This is the query. I'm taking here invoice type lookup code also because we require that. So what type of the invoice is? Standard, debit memo, credit memo, like that. Okay. And I'm restricting it because it's a huge file. It is 1,46,000. We don't require. I'm just restricting it to 2 particular vendors. Here 10,000 records are suppliers also. Take this query. Earlier we have prepared a data template in the last class, correct? Now we have other method also there. That is Rdf based XML publisher. So this is Rdf Report Builder it is. So click on this. This is another method of developing your XML publisher report it is. Build a new report manually. SQL and okay, and give password here. Okay, go to file, save as here. Then your file is what it is, RDF. RDF stands for here report definition file it is. I'm giving here first client name, then your module name, then after that module name is AP here and invoice it is. Okay, like that I have created here Rdf. So in the last class we have seen here steps, correct? Do you remember that? What are the steps? How to register a report? So there are certain steps we have followed, right? Executable. Then followed by concurrent program. Request route. That's it. User is okay. So these three, just first time only I told to understand, not required here. Okay. So first is what it is, executable creation. So executable creation, you can go to system administrator. Do you know the navigation to create executable? That is concurrent program. Define is for defining a concurrent program right now. Executable. Okay. File name is whatever your file is created just before. Okay. That is we have to create. This is a file name without extension. If you try to give extension, it will give you error. See, it is giving an error saying that please enter a name that does not contain a space or period. So that means .rdf is not needed at all here. So this is file extension. It's not required. Okay, remove this. And then executable name, short name, and remove this. Module name is payables right now. So whenever you are, if you are mentioning file name, this file name must be available into payables here. Otherwise, it will not be able to find it out. Just go to here. See, this is open, right? If you go to, this is the last point. You remove the query also. That's fine. Like what you can do, you just open this file and you will be able to see. Okay, this is the file. This file you open with a notepad here or WordPad so that you can see. That is that OPP related, not this file. Okay. I think this is the file only. So we require cost by, correct? Not open properly. Today only. Date you have to check. I think it's different, right? This is the correct one, it seems, correct? No, not this. Yes, July. Just check the date. Is this correct? You open in documents. Open with the WordPad so that you can see. Is this the file? If you don't see cost to buy, then that is not the correct. Yeah, it's correct. Same. So this is the way you can just check. Physically, it is stored into this particular file. Okay. Anyway, come to our point now. Our point is what it is. Executable we created. So in creating executable, you mentioned a file path, right? That is available in the application. It is in the payable application. What you have to do? This file name you have to keep. So go to server here. So the whole path, whatever you are saying, it is wrong. Okay, I mean not related to us now, right now. Just go back. If it is not allowing, again connect here. You can open multiple types. Okay. Here is a place. Application server, Oracle, Vision, FS1 we have to take. File system one it is. FS1 means file system. And then EBS apps, application. Your module name is AP. Then reports. US. This is where you need to keep your file. So let's say if you are not keeping this file, then your system will advise you to keep the file. So right now I'm not keeping. Okay, let's see how your system will give you the clue here. So are you okay with the executable? The next is what it is? Concurrent program. So copy that short name here. Then go to concurrent program. Concurrent program and define it is. Concurrent program, then other one is define. So attach your executable which you created last time. This is the executable name, right? And what type of the report it is? It's definitely we have to take XML. and style here, A4 size or any other. Usually BSCS we can take. Then short name and then program name. Application name is. If it is having parameters, you can touch parameter, else ignore it. Copy this short name and one. The next is request group. We know already, right? Yesterday we have seen, correct? That is what it is. All reports. If you don't know, just verify one time. No worries. Go to security, responsibility, then define. If you go with the define, you can see the request group is already attached to it. Let's say I'm showing you one time. All reports. Only one time it is. One time you need to identify. Go to request. All reports. Where is the place we have to attach your program? Is that correct? Save. Okay, you can see a message here. And what next here? That will be available under responsibility so that user can submit here. So these three, I am not doing anything. Okay. Go to purchasing. It's payable, sir. Series and chorus follow purchasing. Go to now payables, correct? We request. It's not there, correct? Just check the file which you created is the same thing. If it is not appearing, means you did a wrong thing here. Go to system administrator, security, responsibility, request. Simply, you should not give only all reports. You have to give here payables also. So otherwise, you could have added in other place. Now it is accepted. So that means you added in a wrong request group. Earlier we added, but it is in other responsibility. Go to payables now. It is submitting. It's wrong. You know, right? Why it went wrong? Any idea?
Application.
So your file is not there in the server. See, if you see here, cannot read file. We intentionally did not copy file over here, correct? To generate the error. See, the path also it is given clearly. You take till here, very easy. Copy, then open here, WinSCP, then Control O, which is used to open a directory here. Control O it is. O means opening. See, we came here. Then drag and drop that particular file wherever it is there. If folders just drag and drop here. Server is having some dates issue. See, it is showing somewhere 2012 records also. You can type if it is not showing properly. HBO AP and then continuously you have to type here. HBO. it's highlighting here. If you type continuously without giving delay, then there is no control F here. That's why. And the file is there here. Submit again, whether it is giving an issue. Now it's completed now. Correct. V output, and these are all the tags. Once you know the tags, then it will be similar here. Go to file, save as. You have to use XML. Then you need to give a file name here. Go to Word document. So you need to create a Rtf here, correct? So as of now, how many steps we completed? Created a concurrent program attached to request group, and then submit from responsibility, correct? After submitting what we did, we have to save as dot. Now, till now it is, these are all the steps belongs to your data model only, correct? Next, seventh step here is create Rtf. To create Rtf, what you have to do? Just open one blank document here. Then go to data, load XML data. Yes. And then to create a layout, how we did? All fields every time we should not use. So go to wizard and then table. Next, finish. Remember 4, 5, next. You have to click on next, finish. So it is asking you to save as Rtf. Now you can see. So this is the output. Okay. Now come to our point here. Yeah, correct. So this is the point. So what we will do, we will keep this point. Whatever till now we discussed is XML publisher report with Rdf. So here what we did, XML report development and registration with data template. So data template is a one method and Rdf is another method. It is. So this is another method. Two methods we have seen. Even through PLS will also will generate, that we'll see in the next example. After creating Rtf, now let's discuss about registration and all, you know already. I don't need to tell. This is the one running totals. So this point we are talking about now. Running totals means here. Before running totals, also there is one more point we have to discuss, that is summary column. Okay. So summary column you can see here. Just place the cursor here at the end, just enter, and then go to insert, field, invoice amount here, correct? Then calculation is summation. These are all the aggregate functions. Summation, average, whatever you are saying, correct? Summation, insert. And the same way, amount paid also. Calculation, summation, insert. Okay. Let's see this output. If something goes wrong, then we'll see. So this is giving output properly, and this is not giving. So NEN stands for here is not a number. Okay, full form is it's not a number. Whenever you use a summary column, this error you will get, it is not a number. somewhere null values will be there. So if you see like this, you'll not be able to trace it. Export this into Excel sheet, okay? You can preview this, preview into, as of now I've used this PDF. So now we have to use Excel it is. Okay, sorry, this is another file it is. We are having issue with the amount paid column. Place the cursor in the amount. See, first column itself, there is a null value. There is a null value. Use control down arrow. And this is also null value, correct? Yes. There are so many other null values are there. These null values are creating an issue. So what we have to do, wherever there is a null value, we have to replace with a 0. So do you know any function in SQL to replace null values with a 0? Do you know? So that is NVL, right? NVL is a null value function. NVL, NVL2, these are all you did not see anytime. So this file again, it's modified now. We need to keep into the server. Or if it's normal report, it doesn't have dependencies, then simply here itself we can do. See, file, generate file. There is a Excel. But I advise you just keep in server and then get it from server. That's better. Okay. So yes to all. Go to server again. Resubmit again. So like even first value also it is replaced with a 0. So if you just check previous value, see it is amount paid where it is. Here, can you see a value here? No, it's not there, correct? So this one, if you see now, there is a difference here. It is replacing with a 0. So save this file. Maintain different versions. File is modified. We have to load the recently modified file it is. Open. And preview PDF. Instead of PDF. Yeah, that's fine. We'll see the output at last. Control N. So is there any NaN appearing here? No. So that means that is rectified. In the previous file, we have seen here NaN. So we have seen here NaN as well as summary column. The next is running totals. Running totals means here. So this amount we have to take into one variable, and this amount we need to take into another variable. And dynamically we have to sum and keep it over here. So they cannot take calculator and do it's for only one supplier. If there are for 1,000 suppliers, how can they calculate, correct? So take this, the whole amount dynamically into one variable. So for that, there is a syntax here. xdoxslt set variable There's a syntax. Syntax you no need to by heart. You can just copy paste. This portion we have to take. Combine, merge cells. But it is occupying so much space, correct here? These are all. So that's why what we can do. There is a shaded region here, right? See, text form field it is. You keep here text form field. Okay, this is a shaded region. Click on this, add help text. There is a help key here. Status bar will have a limited space here. We need to go to help key. Click on type your own and keep your syntax. There's an amount paid, right? Amount paid. Literally you can copy. There is another shaded region. If you preview here, you will see the running totals gets added and displayed over here. Go to end, control end, and say, so this amount plus this amount added over here. Okay. And if you look at here, after decimal, only 2 digits we require. There are so many digits, other digits, correct? So this, how can you avoid here is there is a format number here. We have to simply keep format hyphen number colon and then semicolon. There is a group separator here, 999, group separator, and again decimal 99. You see here, you will see the formatting has done. Do you see this? There is a difference, right, between this and this. Correct. After decimal, this is a decimal point, and there are so many digits we don't require all this. So how to do that? Simply format hyphen number colon at the end semicolon, and there is a format. But which format we need to use? We don't know, right? So there is a user guide here. For XML publisher, there is a user guide available here. You have to check. Not sure the home path what they have used. I don't know. This for workflow builder. This for discoverer. This for report builder. Maybe they managed with this all with the BI publisher installation only. That so XML is not there here. Okay, then you can check in Google. XML publisher user guide. There's a user guide. The whole XML, whatever we are discussing, every other, and this is a 11i version. Check R12, okay. Still it is release 11i. Okay, that's fine. For this, there is no much difference. We are looking for format number, right? date formatting, number formatting. So this is the one, number formatting here. If we go down, you will see various other formats. You need to refer this whenever you get a time. Yeah, here itself they have given. Okay. See. So these are all. Hash denotes a digit here, and 0 denotes like this type of format here. And if you want percentile, then we have to give hash percentile like that. Actually, other formats are there. It is not showing. Maybe in R12 user guide will get. Anyway, use this user guide to refer whenever you get a free time. No, this is the format number. So running total, how it is calculated as I mentioned. So first what we can do, xdoxslt set variable. A is our, instead of A, you can take invoice amount also. It's our own variable, whatever you want, you can take. And the sum of invoice amount is what it is, from where it is coming from this text pad here. If you click on this is the sum of invoice amount. Sum of invoice amount we are taking into one variable A, and sum of amount paid. Amount paid where it is here only, this one. This we are taking into another variable B, and then C is equivalent to A plus B. C is equal to A plus B is a simple formula. Okay. And finally, here I have kept a format number, and then this G for group separator, and D for decimal. Group separator means comma, and D for dot, decimal it is. So these syntaxes I'll share it with you. Okay, no need to, we cannot remember also all this. Okay. So I'm thinking to stop at this point. You are overloaded, I know. Running total summary column. Today we talked about XML publisher registration with RDF, all the steps, followed by summary column, and then we got error. That's not a number. And running totals is syntax. So syntax, how we can keep here, xdo xslt set variable. One more, xdo xslt get variable. Set and get, simple. Remember that shortcuts. The whole syntax you don't need to by heart. Okay. And this layout errors, how we can handle OPP. And these are all the two tables for OPP. Navigation of OPP. You want to see once? Go to system administration. System administrator only. Then go to concurrent manager administrator like this. So you remember, I know. Then what else? Defaulting template. So how you achieve defaulting template? There is one tab is there. Do you remember the tab name? Onsite setting. That's it. So today we discussed about 5 points simply. So like this, there are 30 more points are there in XML publisher. Okay. So if you have any queries, let me know, guys. Online today, only one guy joined. Okay. Any other queries? No doubts. Kanyakumari, you are ready to go somewhere?